Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shaukat Ali.
A very good morning to you. You are watching Newsline right here on TV1, a brand new week this week. What has happened in the country? It has been almost 1 year since the second bond issue of the central bank took place, the controversial second bond issue. It has been over 2 years since the first bond issue took place. And one of the companies implicated in the bond issue has now invested in a alcohol distillery in the eastern province. Another development is that one of the businessmen who wanted to invest at the Horana tire factory, the Wagawata investment zone of the Board of Investment, has promised to increase the value of the investment, hoping to secure the 100-acre land to build his tire manufacturing company. How did these people get this much money, you might say, through business activities that they carry out and the day-to-day business that they do? But is it so? Does anyone have to find out how these people received these colossal sums of money? Today we are going to discuss this and more with JVP parliamentarian Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here this morning amidst of the traffic and all that. Yes. But Doctor, I want to ask you, lots of people are coming into the country from abroad and investing. One business in our country is also investing, receiving concessions from the government for Arak manufacturing company in the Eastern Province. And the country is also going on. You all are also shouting. The media is also reporting this. What is happening in our country?
Yes, that is one of the major issues in now. This is not the problem with this distillery factory. We want to investigate from where this money comes, because actually this is the 25 months has gone from the first bond issue.
Yes.
Now at the Presidential Commission, most of the central bank officials reveal everything what happened before the bond, especially on February 15th at the place where 2 to 3 cabinet ministers and
had a meeting.
Then yes, the UNP chairman that not revealed by the Prime Minister at the Parliament.
Yes.
It's on February 15th. So from there, this process going on still. But the actions taken to reveal or to investigate this bond issue and the where money deposited is not, people not satisfactory regarding this.
Definitely.
Even the Presidential Commission, some factors are revealing, but now the people know, because we know that everything what happened in Presidential Commission we revealed at the COP. So if this government, especially the Prime Minister, wants to take some actions, the COP report enough. Now everyone is expecting or waiting for legal actions, for judiciary process against these corrupted people.
Definitely.
But
that was the promise.
And what happened? These Presidential Commission scope reports, they are aside, and they are investing money in brewery companies and the media everywhere. So now they are gradually coming to handle the political power. That's the thing. So they are targeting 2020. Maybe this is the main source of this governing party's election happened. Yes.
Now, Doctor, we saw that 4,000 metric tons of paddy that was stored in the Mattala airport had been given out to this particular company for their brewing or their manufacturing activities. A topic that is being debated amongst the public, because this is not the news and we have to discuss what the public is also talking about. Some people say that this had been taken there itself by the Prime Minister to be given to a distillery company. What do you think about this?
Maybe because when we consider the steps, I mean the
Timeline,
process,
yes.
timeline, since February 15th, that I mentioned, this is obvious, maybe because this license has taken in between these bond investigations.
Yes.
Then at the 2016 budget, they made these concessions. Then they built this factory. So when we consider this, the timeline, the steps, it may happen.
But now the other point that we were trying to raise is this Horan tire factory.
Yeah.
That was the foundation stone for the factory was laid by Honorable Prime Minister on the 5th of January of this year. And when issues surrounding this came about, the cabinet spokesperson came forward and said, look here, we didn't know who was the investor until the morning of the 5th, the day we laid the foundation stone. This is what was reported in the media. And then the president came forward and said, you have to revisit the terms of the contract and you cannot carry out the activities there. But now the same investor is willing to, he has almost double the amount of the investment. How do these people have this much of money? Is it one way of laundering money, because this person is accused of holding on to the money of the former president? Is this money laundering that is happening?
What Prime Minister has told to the country is true. All the intelligence bureaus in Sri Lanka to be dissolved. Otherwise, if he doesn't know who is the owner of this factory before going there, it's terrible. Because everyone, even in kids, knows who is this man and how he gets money during the Rajapaksa regime. This is because this government promised a lot of investors are coming to the country, but after 2 years,
Nobody came.
nobody came. So this is the only factory they put this stone, and even what happened, it is they have broken all the legal procedure,
yes.
criteria, and I think they cheated, I don't know, but to the Board of Investment. If now he tells he is going to increase the amount, we have to think that's a problem. From where this money came?
We do in Sri Lanka, according to your knowledge, doctor, do you think that anybody, be it the BOI, be it any other body, looks into where money comes from when it's an investment, or do they with open arms go and say, let's give us the money, we'll take it? What happens? Do you think someone looks after where the money comes from?
No. Now what happens, we are facing a very big economic crisis. That's true. We have very heavy burden of debt. But in between this, amidst this economic crisis, who has to take the decisions? We think the cabinet. But now they have appointed economic management committee, and they are neglecting every criteria of the country. They neglect BOI, Environment Authority, and Urban Development Authority, every government institutions. They are only considering about the amount of money coming outside. That's a problem. So these especially this Bhaskar Lingam and Charitaratati group, they send some investments, but when they came to the ground, it's very big problem. I mean, the environment issues, land issues. So that's the thing. So cabinet has to take the decision. They have to consider every aspect, people's needs, desire, everything. But now that's the problem. Where are the decisions coming from?
Who is making the decisions?
From no one responsible.
Yes, there's no one held responsible. Now, from everything that we see surrounding these two situations, the distillery in the Eastern Province and the Bhagavat tire factory, we see the presence of the Prime Minister and several key ministers are also involved. But Dr. Jayatis, you have been speaking about this in Parliament. Lots of other people from the JVP have been talking about this. The chairman of COPE is from your party. But none of these allegations, none of these statements have been heeded to. No one is listening to you all, no one is looking at the media. What is the point then?
This is one thing, this is against the people's will. And what we understood, especially the Prime Minister, he is making his own strategy for the 2020 elections. He wants to split the SLFP. Otherwise, now he is not organizing the party. He is not organizing the ground level UNP grassroots level organizations, and I think he can't show the big economic development in the country. These 1 million jobs, it's
still to happen.
Still happen. So what his strategy seems to be splitting SLFP and gain the.
That is exactly what Mahinda Rajapaksa did to him.
Yes.
That is what he is trying to do.
He is following the same way.
Is that the way to go though? Is it the right way?
No, that is totally against the people's will, especially the 6.2 million vote. But he is doing the same.
But the president was the one who won the people, not the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister won only the Colombo district. So the Prime Minister is controlling the country on top of the president, or what is happening there?
Without the UNP support, President can't run he could run the country, though he has powers. And beyond the powers the Prime Minister has, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe is exerting more powers, especially with this Economic Management Committee, and he is not taken any advice from the cabinet or his group, but he is doing his own thinking and his own process with 3 or 4 his colleagues. That's a problem. But
when in the past, your accusation, the JVP's accusation, the media's accusation, everyone accused the former president of having a group of relatives around.
Yes.
Now you are saying the Prime Minister is having a group of friends around.
Yes.
What is the difference?
No difference, only the difference of the faces. Initially the relatives, now the close friends.
That is what is happening.
Yes.
Dr. Jayatissa, in the parliament last week, if I am not mistaken, you revealed some valuable information about how much of rent is paid to all the or almost all the ministries that are here in the country. The value of the advance payments itself was close to 1 billion rupees, and the other value, the rent, was about 150 million rupees, if I am not mistaken. Now, this information obviously was telecast on TV and was put up on papers as well. What was your point? What were you trying to say by bringing out this information?
No, this question I asked 6 months before. Which buildings for government ministries rented, and which ministries are taking place in government buildings.
Yes.
So that is their answer, his answer, but answer should be given by the finance minister. Anyway, you see the figures. 24 million rent for the agriculture ministry, and 57 million advance. That means nearly for the construction and everything. Now they have spent 100 million. But still, no one entered the agriculture ministry.
It's just a building.
Just building. And for the next this April, it almost completed 1 year. So
what you're, let me get this right. What you're saying is they have built a ministry, a building.
Yes,
and
they have rented, yes.
And they have been paying rent for over 1 year.
1 year, yes.
And there is no one there.
No one there.
So the public is made to tighten their belts and endure increased taxes and pay VAT, while these things are also happening in the country.
Yes. And who is responsible that? This is the cabinet paper presented not by the agriculture minister to the cabinet for rent this building, by the Prime Minister. what he said at that time, he wanted more space in the parliament and near parliament premises to run these oversight committees. But still, the oversight committees are running in small committee rooms in parliament. His justification totally wrong. I mean, why this for that? For the agriculture ministry, we had a meeting,
Yes.
and wildlife ministry and some other ministries were there, but they went to the Sechiripaya UDA building. Only the agriculture ministry, they didn't go there. That's a problem. I know that company, this Jaisinga building company, they did same thing in last Rajapaksa regime with the support of Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Now the same procedure they are doing.
So as you said, same people,
Yes,
only
same
the
people.
face is different. Dr. Jayatis, now you have also been in parliament.
Yes.
So has the Prime Minister. Do you all need this much of benefits? Now we saw a supplementary estimate for new vehicles. Again, when there are people in this country suffering, we have a program called Government, and we have gone to these villages and we see every day on a day-on basis what the people are doing and how they are suffering. Do you all need vehicles?
So that's why we proposed at the beginning of this session, right, we cancel the permit and we will give vehicles rented by the government ministry. It's the Parliamentary Affairs Ministry. So as we are giving the vehicles to secretaries of the ministries and the AGAs, district secretariats, so we can give vehicles to the MPs, and we can take back at the end of 5 years. But they want to give the permit, and in addition to permit, they propose to, to take 58 vehicles for rental, those who are not holding ministerial portfolios.
Yes.
This is big burden to the people.
Definitely.
The funny thing is, amidst all these things, the Prime Minister, this Finance Minister,
Yes.
he is getting awards from some foreign magazines. That is, they consider he's increased the tax, VAT, from 11% 15%. So now they are considering this is the Finance Minister who is not put the burden of IMF but to the people. That's a reason to giving it this award.
Dr. Jayatis sir, now, we see now with everything that is going on, we see that for some reason the parliamentarians are increasing the benefits that they have. We see, like the previous government, the Prime Minister having a few businessmen around him. They are collecting money. They are amassing a massive amount of wealth, be it from the bond scam, be it from the media institutions, be it from other various businesses that this person has invested. The Prime Minister also have other businessmen also working for him. Why are they collecting this much of money? What are they going to do with this much of money?
You means this is their business. I mean, these all we mentioned all the businessmen. They are doing their business with every government. But why people voted for this government to end the corruption and to make mechanism against corruption. So that is the promise made by the Prime Minister, President and this winning group. Anyway, that's why I said this is the Prime Minister's strategy. It's collecting money, collecting the political power and supporting businessmen who is favor to the government. That is for his political future, not for the country, not for the people, but his political future. And the UNPs, maybe he's covering as the party, but he wants to become the president of the country. So he is using every power he's having.
The Prime Minister's United National Party. Now you said no, he's going to go. He's covering with the United National Party. Is there a United National Party? Who is there in this United National Party? Is there a future?
Comparing to the J.R. Javadan's period, I think this is the...
You all have a JVP.
Yes.
Your JVP is there.
Yeah,
You can see the tangible, you know, the JVP is there. UNP, who is there in this UNP?
No. What we can see, this is the weakest period of UNP history. I mean, having the power, even they can't organize the ground level, grassroots level organizations. And most of the young parliamentarians talk to us. They told, I mean, UNP have no future with this Prime Minister. I mean, he doesn't want to build the next generation. That's why Haren Fernando is disappointing. He's not organizing the youth, but he's
doing his own thing.
He's doing his own thing, and he's paving the way to his cousin Ruwan Wijewardena. Not the UNP leadership, but he wants to hand over to his family, nothing else.
So once again, as you said, what happened in the past still continues.
Yes.
Dr. Diatis, I want to ask you some other questions as well. Now, if you take a private organization, if you take this company for example, if you work and if you do a lot of things, you are given a certain amount of incentives, you are given maybe salary increase. But when it comes to the parliament, the government has not done anything tangible. Yes, they might say we are working on the GSP Plus or the UNHRC 2-year extension. But other than that, everything that has happened is the increase of VAT, the increase of the cost of living. They have not done anything tangible for them to collect this much of benefits. They are benefiting themselves. So can the people tolerate the fact that they are receiving vehicles, they are receiving increased amounts when they come into parliament? Can the people endure all this? Now when you watch this from TV or listen to this from the radio or read the newspaper, this is very disappointing what is happening in our country. You feel very sad. So do they have the right to ask for benefits?
While they are put more burden on the people, the last sitting weeks, they revealed that 26 million rupees spent for the advertisement to acknowledge the people regarding the debt amount of the country, 26 million. While they are always talking about this heavy burden of the country, they are not cutting any benefit. I mean, for the vehicles, office rent, telephone allowance, nothing.
It's in fact being increased.
Yes, nothing. So I don't know, people will tolerate more. Maybe they have no elections. So if we have elections, even in local government elections, this, I mean, people show they are angry over this government.
You mentioned the future of the United National Party. You are from the JVP.
Yes.
You might say that it's unfair to ask
Yeah,
about the... But because they are in power, we have to talk about the government. We can't, just close our eyes and wait. What people are saying, what is being discussed out there, is that the Prime Minister is trying to groom Akila Viraj Karyawasa, Minister of Education, and trying to groom Sagala Ratnayaka, who's the Minister of Law and Order and Southern Development, to head the UNP in the future. Just as a normal individual, not as a parliamentarian, what is your view about this? Do you think this is true? Do you think they can have that? Do you think that they have the ability to carry on with the UNP?
There are some rumors, but that's good.
Rumors,
Yes,
I am receiving.
Yes. And what we can see, let's see, these two particular ministers, now they have...
They're very silent these days as well.
Yes, one thing. They have very powerful ministries. One side education, and not only the education. There are some departments attached to the education ministry. And the other thing, other one is special is police and the defense affairs. But Will they show the country their ability or capacity as future leaders? No. They all fail.
That's what you think?
Yes.
So they will not be better than running?
No, they are worse than running.
Okay, Dr. Jayati sir, once again, summing up everything that has happened in the country. Recently, the State Minister of Finance came forward and said the President will be taking stern action. And for some people it will look good, for some people it will look bad. The President said the same thing in May last year. The President has once again said it according to the State Minister of Finance. How long do we have to wait till all these wrongdoers are in prison? I'm sorry, not Parliament, but in prison.
No, President can't do anything. Even he can't change the ministerial portfolios in between SLFP and UNP. He can do something within SLFP. He can propose to Prime Minister do something within UNP in the ministerial portfolios. Nothing happened.
There was talk of cabinet reshuffle.
Reshuffle, but according to the agreement, so they can't. I mean, let's say he can change finance minister in between finance and foreign minister, but he can't take finance minister to the SLFP. So voice is big, but nothing will happen.
The MOU between the United National Party and the SLFP for the consensus government is coming to an end in May.
But President
said he will extend.
Yes, he will extend up to 5 years.
So do you think that there will be a change when this ends? There will be so there is no talk of cabinet reshuffle. Is that what you're saying?
No, cabinet reshuffle will be held, but
it is within the UNP and within the
SLFP.
There won't be a
no
cross.
Yes.
So the members of the United National Party and the members of the SLFP have not performed to the extent that the people hoped for. So do you think just swapping them around in their little ministries and swapping the SLFP around in their little ministries will work for the country? What does this country need at the moment to go forward? What do you think is needed?
No, now we have to realize where's what happened into the country for last 7 decades. So we think that the fault with the economic policy, not with these the individuals, with the President, Prime Minister, these cabinet ministers. So the changing these phases, nothing will happen. So we need alternative economic policy, and it should to protect the people's money, and we need a very strong plan. At least we need long-term and short-term plans for this development, and we have to include education, health, and every sectors to this comprehensive plan. And we need dedicated people to run this plan. So otherwise,
can I add one more thing to your list?
Yeah.
You said we need it.
Yes.
Do we in our country lack the need for people with backbones, people who can stand straight and say and do and achieve their promises? Do you think so?
Yes. I mean, whatever what extent of we shouted at the parliament or this media, these ruling parties or the ruling people, I think they don't change. So we have to begin the change from the ground level, from the people. That's why this very strong civil society with strong backbone, we can change the country. We can change this process. Otherwise, it will go ahead in the same way.
Thank you, Dr. Jayati sir, for joining us on Newsline this morning. We need strong people with a backbone to change the country, or the country will continue the same way. That is what Dr. Jayati sir has told us this morning on our program. Once again, thank you for being here this morning. I know your schedule is very busy. We will join you tomorrow as well with another interesting guest to talk about the situation in our country politically, economically, and socially. Join us again tomorrow as well. I am Saturanga Hapuarachi. Take care.